hello! I love this. I really like this. This is the first. You know, like when I created this intro playlist, this is quite literally song number 1. This is the first one I was like, I have to feature this in my videos. It is just such a good, it's an existing song. I mean, it's really just the Golden Axe theme, but just the arrangement of it. Jerome Pell knocked it right out of the fucking park. And all of this is done on a computer from 1982, actually. 1982. We must abruptly cut that. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm your friendly neighborhood Logi-chan. And I welcome you to Golden Axe. Wait, not Golden Axe. What the fuck? No, this isn't Golden Axe. I wish it was Golden Axe. But, you know what? The game that we are playing is not that much worse. It's Phoenix Wright. I mean, not much can be as good as Golden Axe, but it makes a valiant attempt. And really, you know, that really is the million-dollar question. You know, people debate that. Which is better, Golden Axe or Phoenix Wright? They are both very similar games, but really only one can be better. Pew! Here's some good music. How are the levels? Okay, this can go down a bit. Oh. Okay, this... Turn it up slightly. Alright, this'll be good, I think. My voice is slightly louder than the game. I think that should be fine. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Have you been injured? Would you like to be injured? Have you considered a possible injury? Yeah, that's Beavis and Butthead, but whatever. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa! Stop moving that broom around! Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick! You mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Hey, Slimden. Oh shit, is it still too loud? Okay. Okay, this should be good. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10-year-olds? No. What the heck are you getting all excited for? Hey! I'm only 17. Oh, my. That's 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Oh god, they're both younger than me now. I hate it. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Oh, don't worry. Kids will get, like, a lot better, and like, old people will just be okay with everything the kids do. For now, from now until the end of time. It'll be great. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? You're a lawyer. You probably got, like, a shit ton in reserve. It's fine. Nobody ever talks about the starving lawyer, you know? This game. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Bring. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick? Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with the samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea. What you're talking about. Just come to the office. Quick. Please, Nick. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Olde, Tokyo. he was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer. I love the names. Willpower, Jack Hammer. Who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe that this was a murder weapon. And they are investigating further. This has got to be a joke. No, no, no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Ah! Yes, Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, yes, of course! We'll be right there! Let's go, Nick! Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to go down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What'd you mean? That guy, of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No! This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah! He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling me what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. That was the rehearsal schedule for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around... Let me actually check. What is the... Let me actually check. What is the... Okay. I'll actually turn it down slightly, but it should be good. There we go. The evil magistrate was found lying in a campground, in a crumpled heap, near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer dead. He had been extremely expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Tell me about the spear! Oh, actually, wait, no. Tell me about the Steel Samurai! Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey! Who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Old Tokyo. Wait, isn't that basically New Old Tokyo? That's cool. Maya ain't waifu material. Well, she is 17, so... Which actually I thought she was, like, older than that. I thought she was, like, in her, like, early 20s. And, like, Phoenix was, like, in his 30s or something. I don't know. Whatever. Fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning, I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, and I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was only 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsals. It was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsals. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot, and they brought me here. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of... I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right! I'll draw you a map! Okay. This is where we get to... Oh, yes, here's where we get to meet Windbag. I love her.
Wow! So this is where they made the Steel Samurai... This is where they make the Steel Samurai show! Awesome! Aren't you excited?
Hey! Oh, it's Old Bag. Why did I think it was Windbag? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me.
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers.
Oh yeah? Well, that's just great. I'm security. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she sounds like the Queen, I think. Well, I'm security. And it's my job to make sure the gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Tourists! I know the type. You heard about the innocent incident and came to snoop around. Use the day.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I think it's possible.
Hey!
Listen when you're being spoken to, you today. So, what do you do here for the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days, no, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here. I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Was a big star back then, too. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
Hammer? Seems like he's still kind of a big star.
The victim, dummy! He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Oh, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jackhammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jackhammer! Will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Will Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go in the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in the dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one who walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along!
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, didn't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Hey, Nicholas. Ooh, what? I'd never do that. Earlier, you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security guard says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mother's grave, I was sleeping! Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady!
She's terrible. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the big wigs in the studio. But let her see you stumble once, and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course.
We pass the security.
Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate in youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here. Towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one's allowed inside, pal. Were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Yeah? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece. Thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents!
Hi, bye. Bye, Nicholas.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's the confused detective! Hey, pal! You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I see him sipping tea and staring gloomily into the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey. Don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey! What exactly are you two doing here? Well... we're on the case too, pal. Huh? Hey! You can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
Okay, I like that. Say he's a character. I'd say he's a character, alright. So, how's your investigation going? Detective?
Well, it's, hey! I can't tell you that, pal.
I can't tell you that, pal! That's probably... no, that might be... Maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you've got? What I got? The autopsy reports. The autopsy reports. The latest version. The autopsy reports. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about...
what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 o'clock p.m. At that time, there was no one there other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for clearing that up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? Oh, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See that camera up there on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by that camera, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no, Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Nick, let's go. You've got a free pass to this place. Now's the chance to check things out. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? I'm Pal. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday. And the hand broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey! It's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. This game has really good music. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station. Stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah. And they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied that Powers is guilty yet? Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that! I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with that detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of here is a gate with a camera. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before. The murder happened right after 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Will Bowers himself. He's not the one who did it. I don't know who did. Maybe it was you. Yeah! Good one, Sonny. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh yeah, he was great as the... that too, yeah. He showed his brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Anna took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time. And it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all of the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home. I do.
Interesting idea to make this woman in some way tech literate. Usually when they're like crafting like old lady stereotype, they make them decidedly not that. For good reason, because old people are not technically literate. Honestly, like, I don't even judge. Like, I used to judge old people for not being tech literate, but then, like, I see, like, now that I'm seeing, like, all this AI shit that I just don't understand, I'm just like, oh my god, I am 100% going to... I feel like I'm, like, approaching that level now, and I'm only 26. I'm going to be, like, fucking 62 soon, and, like, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck? Fucking, you use AI to fucking wake up in the morning? Sonny, how do I turn on the brain machine? How do I turn on the brain defibrillator? The emotions machine. I don't know. Oh, we can go into... Oh, we can just go into the employee area? Okay. The one place we were not allowed to go to? Okay.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Hey, I'm not a kid.
One of those electric-powered bicycles. Hey, RS-218. How are you doing?
RS-218. It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise?
No, they cycle to, impress their lame friends.
That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steak. Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, so yeah. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's, so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first! Ladies first!
Yeah, Phoenix wants to preserve his, girlish figure.
Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. So there's a picture of him. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. Yeah, how many stomachs does she have? I don't think a cow has that many stomachs. Right? They only have... Am I crazy? Do cows have 2 stomachs? Or is it 2 hearts? I forget. It might actually be 2 hearts. Those must be his own clothes. This is the wig you used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda really like samurai movies. So she's Chie, got it. Hmm? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee's card key. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Good. I do remember this game being way harder last time I played it. I guess just, like, the familiarity of it is just made it easier. Okay, maybe there's another thing I have to get. I'm surprised Phoenix doesn't, like, take a picture of that with his phone and be like, this is evidence! And then Edgeworth would be like, yes, well, you can't prove. And then, like, you can't prove it was there on the day of on the murder. And Phoenix would be like, oh, yeah. I'll figure that out later! You know. What's going on, Nick? Powers said he was sleeping in the dressing room. But now there's a photo of him going to the studio. Don't look at me, how should I know? Without seeing the actual photo ourselves. But if it is Powers' photo, that alibi is shot. Can I talk to Gumshoe about the photo? No. Actually, let's see. Can I talk to Will Powers? Apparently they have him in questioning. Right, okay. I have to ask him about the photograph. Oh, well, let's try again later. I guess there has to be something here. Or, like, in the dressing room. I got the card key, right? Yes. Oh shit, look at the David Bowie bust. I just noticed that. Actually, I guess it's... I don't know, it's a little bit too chiseled to be David Bowie. Oh wait, actually, what's that? Oh, maybe that's just like... What is that? Oh, you can do that. Okay. Let me just, like... I'm zooming in to see, like, if there's anything I missed. Cosmetics, clothes... I think we covered everything in this room. I do not remember what to do here. is that the security camera? That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the date. The data, and you can see who went there. That must be the camera ID number. Sure, whatever. Model number, I think is what English people call it, but... Okay, I am gonna need to look at a walkthrough because I don't remember what to do. The parts for this are like really short. Actually, no, they're 15 minutes. I guess they just like. Oh, here's one that like separates it by case. That might actually be what I want. Wait, shit. Okay. So we have to.
Oh, okay. So I have to. I see. I see what I had to do. Now that I have the card key, I have to click on the studio. Oh, that's what I had to do. Got it.
What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick! Take a look at that! One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look! A megaphone! A real live megaphone!
I want a megaphone. Should I do an entire stream with a megaphone? What do we want? More viewers. When do we want them? Now.
Look, a ladder! I just noticed the cursor changes if you go over something you've already seen.
That's pretty cool.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. What? Right, sorry. Wow! Look at that camera! That must be a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa! It's heavier than I thought! Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, of course. Etc.
That's how you spell. Oh my god.
I've never seen the word etc. not abbreviated as ETC. That's how you actually spell etc. Because, like, and that's how you pronounce it, too. Like, I always wondered if it's etc. or etc. But now I know. Because literally the only time I've ever seen that word written out was Phoenix Wright for Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance. And Wii and Steam and Switch and PS4 and probably Xbox. Weird lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, okay. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? You'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was at the studio the whole day. Oh, is she called Penny because she's in, like, the financial thing? I don't know. I was the only assistant on staff that day. You see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. You literally have, like, the #1 kids show in the country or something, and it's just like, oh, actually, we're fucked. You would think that would bring in some kind of, I don't know, union bullshit, I guess. We literally have the #1 show, but there's a whole bunch of superfluous safety shit we have to attend to, because, you know, unions or whatever bullshit. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the audience sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. You know, it literally takes less effort to say Will Powers than WP. I'm just saying. That's one... Those two initials add to one extra syllable. I'm just saying. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes. That's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Penny looks sus. Permission to interrogate her and take her to my place. Arus, that's inappropriate. Although, truth be told, I would totally do the same thing.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl would think... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind of girl do you think you are? Yeah, stop going into rooms and sleeping with men, or whatever. Wait. What kind? No, I'm sure you're fine, girl. I'm sorry. What do you do? What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came in the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe. No, I don't think so. Only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I had a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noted that? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes. Nick! What about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay. What? You're still here? You look like you've seen a ghost. Close enough. What? I saw a suspect. I see a suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You claim you came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? All right, you better tell me. And tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin! Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
No. We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins,
Okay. So angry, lay off my waifu. Yeah. IIRC. There was something in here. Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like this camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh, shit. Was it 370? There, entered. Yeah, okay, maybe I did. Try 307. Hey! It printed out the data from that day. Let's see what we got. Let's go. How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, sure, why not?
your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. I actually forget who it was, but I know it's not the security lady.
Was it that was it that one kid? I want to say no. I know, like, later on there's a kid who, like, busted through that gutter. Or, no, it wasn't a gutter, it was, like, an air vent, but still. That air vent, like, next to the dressing room in Studio 2 or something.
Alright, order, shut the fuck up. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready.
Oh, wait. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Radcliffe. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. I just realized Global Studios, is that supposed to be like a stand-in for Universal? This like Universal Globe? I don't know. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Piece of shit.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand the case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the meeting here. During the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that one in the studios. And there he is. Studio One. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on that day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. At the production staff, all the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio One. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 o'clock p.m. The production staff came to Studio One to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m.
Welcome back, Slim Nim. And Courtney.
The samurai spear, found lodged in the victim's chest, was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Hey, no editorializing. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Minus right. Let's call the security officers at to the stand.
Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
You only need so many points to win. Is that how that works? I thought it was like 5 lives or something.
perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. Yes? Now, you know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin the testimony. You saw the defendant. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. All right.
So on the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into that studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. But what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone in the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Oh, heaven. And the rest had been doing a run-through. There since the morning. I had some errands to run in the morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m. Interesting to me. Because a certain man walked right by me at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Not wax in your ears, sonny. I'll say it again. It was him.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright.
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag, is that the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Did your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone
can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Well, I mean, wonder... True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that. Ms. Witness?
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
The old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? The prosecution would like the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
More than the opposition. You can mess up your points in a testimony. It's just a matter of proving the... Oh, okay, yeah.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Oh, that's why I thought. I guess because Phoenix Wright called her old windbag. That's why I thought her name was Windbag.
Let's hear about your proof then. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. The morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of his props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. With a snapper! I'll have you know, pointing fingers at anyone beyond the back. Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Seal Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, he was off moving backdrops around and such. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai, what a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him. Of course, you helped make it better.
You helped make it better.
I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Oh, her.
She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
Which prop? He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to the dressing room to rest up after lunch. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Oh, it could be, though. Because if somebody else was wearing the costume... If somebody else has the costume, and they might have been wearing it on the day of the murder. Yeah. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Objection! Hold it right there! You keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility. Also,
And allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay.
so, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious. Right.
No one else went in there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure?
The witness has answered this question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, son. You let him have it, edgy boy. Your has balls, or, well, okay, I like that. One gate. Dressing room. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. I just realized, why is the spear not in evidence anymore? Let me try this. Now. I want to say you present the map. I'm not sure when you would do that. Oh, I have to present the picture of Will Parrows again? That's kind of lazy, presenting the same thing twice in a row. Yeah, that's kind of lazy.
Hold on! Look at this photograph! Every time I look, it makes me laugh!
I'm sorry. I had to do that.
One more time! This photo was taken by the camera at the gate.
For the studio, correct? Yes, sirree. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your hand from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh. You know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo was printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 o'clock p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I know that too. The issue here is that bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only had data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1? If it really was the only photo.
Please tell the court. What do you mean by this, Mr. Wright?
Actually, that's what I want to ask a witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day.
Well, it could be, like, someone going back and coming back in. But yeah, we don't know.
Yet, there's only a date for one of the photos. What could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. You watch your mouth, Whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powell. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this in the court? I don't understand these newfangled computers. computer thingies. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. So you are a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Whippersnapper? Something the matter? Miss Older. Ah, that's right! I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Your testimony, please.
Hello, LCX.
But Miss Olberg, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
The Iron Pira 5? I don't know. The day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer to check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking.
How exactly do you determine if it isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at the faces. For the most part. For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Oh, the Iron Pirate. I don't know who that is.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? Well, who the heck was in that photo? You erased.
I mean, it's entirely possible that, like, a bird or something might have tripped that camera, but... yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I would probably just, like, I wouldn't delete anything.
Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from God knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second! Didn't you just say no one else could get in? Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's when they come in.
Again, a studio with the #1 kids show in the country can't afford to, is apparently like so money strapped that they can't fix like a loose grate lead like in an air vent or a drain or whatever. That's, I'm telling you, unions fuck people over. And not just the studios, just everyone.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
Save the link. Okay, what's this? Oh, this is what, the anime or something? I've never seen the Professor. I've never played the Professor Layton games. That's probably something I need to do after I'm done with Phoenix Wright or whatever.
Order! Let me get this. You saw 2 people pass by the grate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, you see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. Boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Oh, you did duct tape it though. I would say it's unlikely, but not impossible. I think he should at least be, like, questioned.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much money. So that's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on?
I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah! And they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider the new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Brr.
Mr. Powers! Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studio. I didn't go into the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the steel samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really? What? You should take better care of your stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume.
I think a lot of people would want to steal that.
So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are you going to do? First, we play for one more time. We'll start targeting someone else if we can't conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please, don't sigh like that.
Hey, Renee.
Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be the hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime.
I'm just saying, like, I keep saying this, like, just because someone is young doesn't mean that they're, like, you know, weak or weak-minded or anything like that. There is such a difference as a physical age and a mental age. And even with that physical age, you know, there's strong 10-year-olds, there's weak 10-year-olds, whatever.
I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime.
Murder! Is it? Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly to accusing the innocent. if you accuse someone who is obviously innocent.
The assistant girl, the grade schooler, the security lady. I'm gonna say the grade schooler.
It was the grade schooler, boy! Why isn't anyone saying anything?
Bah! Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy, kids. Veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the steel samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Well, he was sleeping, so... By ours. Yeah, the game kind of goes down a sort of like, oh, he can't possibly have done it since, you know, he's a kid. I don't really buy that line of logic. I think kids can be just as evil or just as capable as adults. I mean, look, I'm 26. I've seen a lot of childlike adults, and I've seen a lot of adults like kids, you know?
May we move on, Mr. Wright? Very well, go ahead. So who was this person?
The assistant girl... I guess it could be the assistant, but I don't think it was.
It was the assistant! The Steel Samurai continued. Costume was in the dressing room. She stole it. And in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So what you're saying is the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant.
That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
Oh, shit.
Remember that testimony concerning Power's injury? The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injuries. She could look at the Steel Samurai. So I guess we are insinuating that it's a security guard. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, but that might be where the game is trying to lead us, at least. I guess the security lady.
It was the security lady, Wendy Olbag.
What?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. This means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury.
Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one other person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Wendy Oldbag. Yeah, I like that name too. It is good.
Order! If this is true, Oldbag,
Oldbag? That's Mrs. Oldbag to you.
Mrs. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by himself. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. So could have briefly left the park to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Yeah, oh yeah, the translate. I mean, there's a lot of, like, willpower, Detective Gumshoe. And what else was there? The person in charge of buying stuff, her name was Penny. Yeah, there's my understanding is, like, the Japanese translation also had kind of, like, puns like that as well, except obviously, you know, they aren't gonna translate properly, so you kind of have to have a bit of fun and, like, re-translate it. Also, red, white of blue core.
why would she go though? For the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume.
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent. Reasoning, Mr. Wright.
That's odd. That's the part where Edgeworth pounces?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion in the matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Eddie boy, don't just sit there, do something.
The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Ms. Windbag. On Miss Windbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. Wait just a moment. How about the other person who went to the studio? That boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler. Though, as you said,
He's only a grade schooler, as you said. Second or third grade.
that doesn't mean... When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Yeah, no. I hate to say it, but Old Bag might be like the only sensible person in this room.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh. Or is it nice? Be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day with a snapper. I have proof.
You know, by that same logic, though, wouldn't she kind of be too old and feeble to carry the samurai sword? Or the samurai spear, by, like, that same logic?
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright.
For the record, I don't think it's the kid either. I'm pretty sure it's not Old Bag, but I'm also pretty sure it's not the kid either. I actually forget who it is. But I don't think it's any of the people we've seen so far. This. Okay, then this. No. Shit. Probably not the key card. Is it the autopsy? Oh, so it's gonna be the key card? Okay.
The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Very well.
The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Ms. Wendy. What was her name?
Something Old Bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this, Old Bag, before we continue.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. I'm talking...
Great, stop the presses.
Windbag wants to talk.
Mrs. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk? By whom? Well,
Testify. Ms. Oldbag, that is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Charge the witness for contempt. Yeah, you know what? Rules, laws, everything has just gone out the window. Fuck you, it's anarchy. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on that day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So you're just gonna take them at their word? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder! I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still thought, yeah, well... You can't do that as a witness. No, it's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. Who are they? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Yeah, that's kind of suspicious, I would say. But who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. Oh, I think it might have actually been one of them. I forget who it was. Maybe producer. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. That's her defense. That's her defense. Ms. Windbag, or Miss Oldbag, you didn't mention this. Well, you never asked. Can I use that? Can I use that defense if I'm ever called up as a witness for God knows whatever reason? For the crime of lollydom? I don't know.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
No? Okay, I can't use that as a defense? Okay. The truth and nothing but the truth. Unless you were asked about the truth, then it's fine. Exactly! See, Cerulean gets it. Also, hello, Cerulean.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
Okay, maybe I do have to stop the cross-examination.
Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Mr. Oldbag, and more information about the other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
They should have like when the court ends, they should have like confetti dropping down and just big text reading, "Indecisive! Yay! Indecisive! We don't know shit!" Hey, DJ Ronnie. You type turtles to get the emoji to automatically show up. Good. Your client is Wolverine. Yep, that's it. The other Logan.
My God.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing. Grin.
You know, you can visually show a grin, you don't need to... Okay.
Oh, or should I say... Sniff? We'll be going down to the We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. You have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up the next trial as witnesses for certain. So here's my chance to get material for cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been that old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there.
Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit. To take the pressure off of Mr. Powers. Yeah, I don't think you can do that I don't think you can just accuse someone to buy time. I don't think that's how things work. I will say there is an in-game explanation that we saw last week that kind of excuses some of the kind of shoddy legal work. Essentially, according to this game's lore, like crime has risen so much in Neo Tokyo or wherever the hell this takes place. It's risen so much that basically they have to speed run every single trial, and as a result, just like there's no pre-trial proceedings or anything like that, and each trial usually lasts like a maximum of 3 days. So that's the in-game lore as to why it is this way. Yeah, the clients that go to Bright are always actually innocent. That should be like... Maybe... Honestly, that works about as well as like half of the arguments that Phoenix Wright makes. Like, Your Honor, this client came to me. That must mean he's innocent. Look at my track record. Would I take a guilty client? Come on. Your Honor, look at this guy. Does he look guilty? Just look at him.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any... Well, she wasn't winning any points in there. With or without my act. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, you guys!
Sniff. Okay, what time is it? 11:39. Do I want to... I'm debating. Do I want to continue on with this? 11:39... that's... what? Over 3 hours? Okay, I think... I'll call it for tonight. We'll do the other half of this case next week. In the meantime, who should we raid? Let's see, what is... How about Retro Ryan? He looks like he's streaming something retro. Right now, it looks like he's just scrolling through his game list. So, could just be like a potluck. You could just make him play anything. Alright. Let's raid Retro Ryan. He's streaming just miscellaneous stuff. It looks like, looking at it, it looks like he was just like going through. I assume that's like a Raspberry Pi or something running Emulation Station. So I don't think he uses a Steam Deck, but could be that. You can run Emulation Station on Windows. Anything that runs Emulation Station, it could be that. But anyway, go raid him. Tell him I said hi. Yep, progress was made. So, tomorrow night, I will be doing a surprise stream. Woo! I will be, playing some Flash games with Tyler. So, if you guys know anything about Flash games, you can request them in my Discord. There will be a link to that pretty soon. Whenever I do the outro. LCX like, wahoo! Anyway, but yeah. Prepare your butts for that, for Wednesday night. Mamma mia! Wahoo! Yeah, there you go. Thursday, I will be playing more Artanelico. Saturday morning, I will be on L's stream. Apparently, I'll be talking to L's chat GPT for some reason. I don't really know what to do with that, but I guess hijinks will ensue or something. Also, we're probably going to play, like, some video games, so there you go. Sunday night, I will continue on with Castlevania Bloodlines. Monday night, I will continue on with the Sega Game Gear. We'll be playing some more games beginning with the letter D. So, look forward to that. The first game will be Daffy Duck in Hollywood. So, that's something to look forward to. Maybe, possibly, not really. I don't know. Honestly, the Looney Tunes games have not been batting very high on Game Gear, I must say, so far. I mean, we have that Bugs Bunny game, we also have Speedy Gonzales, and spoiler alert, there is a Tasmania game, which may very well be the worst game on the system. Possibly worse even than Mortal Kombat 3 is that Tasmania game. So that'll be all the way up into the T's. So thankfully I could put that one off for at least a little while. So, and then Tuesday I will continue on with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're going to find out who actually killed Jackhammer and why he didn't use a jackhammer as a weapon, because that would have been funny. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Special thank you to Arus218 and LCX for becoming members. And thank you to everyone else. Thank you Cerulean, DJ Ronnie, Nicholas W, Renee W, Slim Nim, The True and Honest Karumi. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Good night. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.
It's the outro, and here's the outro free. Freddy Freak of interpretation, sweeping the nation, doing his thing by ways. If you wanna see more of me, become a member, watching movies on LD Cinema, play some games on Rum Roulette and Request. To be part of the community, join the Discord, talking about games, music, round requests, and more. Join now. That's all of the plugs that I've made. Thank you all for watching. Now let's raid!